Opening. How much influence should parents have on the early career choices of their children? This question stirs a significant dilemma in the minds of parents and young adults alike. Picture this: the early 20s, a time of life teeming with possibilities and fraught with uncertainties. It's a period when individuals are at the cusp of adulthood, making decisions that will shape their future and career. It's a time when guidance is most needed, yet paradoxically, it's often when young adults feel the most alone. Now, let's turn our attention to the parents. Often in their 50s or 60s, they are nearing retirement, with the momentum of family life soon to shift towards their children. They have a natural desire for their children to find their way, to carve their own path. In an ideal world, they'd guide them every step of the way. But in reality, in the vast majority of cases, it's the young adults who must navigate their own journey, with parents expecting them to rise to the occasion. This is a heavy responsibility, traditionally placed on the shoulders of young men and occasionally young women. The weight of expectations can be daunting, and while parents are often more protective of their daughters, their sons may find themselves feeling unsupported. And here lies the crux of the matter. Parents, your children need you. Even if you cannot guide them, if they stumble, it's your responsibility to help them up. You are their safety net, their beacon in the storm. Remember, your age should not be a source of worry. Even if you are 55, you still have 5 to 10 years before retirement. Don't transfer the pressure onto your children. They are just starting their journey, learning the ropes. They need your support, not the full weight of your expectations. Let's consider a metaphor. If a 20-year-old joins a cricket team, should the pressure be on him or on the experienced 35-year-old player? Placing undue pressure on the younger player hampers his ability to play naturally and score big. Closing. It's a delicate balance, one that is crucial to the happiness and success of our children. So parents, be the strong foundation they need. Remember, you are not done yet. Your hope, your strength, your influence, these are what will help your children become stronger than you ever were. Imagine a young adult, fresh out of college, facing the vast world of possibilities and choices. The world is a vast canvas, waiting to be painted with the vibrant colors of their dreams and ambitions. But with the multitude of choices in front of them, confusion often clouds their vision. The pressure to make the right career choice can feel like a heavy weight on their shoulders, a weight that is intensified by the high expectations of their parents. Picture this young person, stepping into the world for the first time, carrying the burden of not just their own dreams, but also the dreams and aspirations their parents have for them. They're like a ship, trying to navigate through the turbulent waters of the real world, often feeling alone and at sea. Now let's talk about parents. Parents who have always been there since the day we were born. Parents whose hands we held while learning to walk, whose guidance we sought while learning to ride a bike. But as this young adult steps into the real world, it often feels like those guiding hands have suddenly let go. The sudden absence of their guidance during this crucial period can feel like a sharp void. But let's not forget, parents are also navigating through their own transitions. They are in their golden years, nearing retirement, and the family dynamics are shifting. They have their own fears and worries, their own dreams and expectations, yet they also carry an immense love for their children and a deep desire to see them succeed. However, in most cases, parents are not just spectators in this journey. They are the guides, the mentors, the cheerleaders. They are the ones who, despite their own fears and uncertainties, stand by their children, believing in their potential, encouraging them to chase their dreams, and picking them up when they stumble. In this journey, the role of parents is not just as spectators, but as guides, mentors, and cheerleaders. Their support and guidance are invaluable in shaping the future of their children, helping them navigate through the confusion and pressure, and ultimately leading them towards a successful and fulfilling life. Parents are not merely bystanders in their children's career journey. This statement holds more truth than we often realize. Their influence can't be understated, and their role is far more significant than just being cheerleaders on the sidelines. As we navigate the tricky path from adolescence into adulthood, we find ourselves at a crossroads. We're building our futures, laying the foundation of our careers, and often, we're doing this without the guidance we crave from our parents. We may feel alone, unsure of the next step, uncertain of the path we should take. Parents, you might be in your 50s or 60s, on the brink of retirement, thinking that the momentum of the family will soon depend on your child. But remember, your children are just starting their journeys. They are in their early 20s, learning, growing, and trying to find their way. The key here is not to impose your own dreams and expectations on your child. It's not about mapping out their career path or planning their life according to your vision. It's about providing guidance, offering support, and being there when they stumble or lose their way. It's about helping them to stand up, brush off the dust, and keep moving forward. If you're a father, remember that you're not just a provider. You're a guide, a mentor, a pillar of support. You don't have to have all the answers, and you don't have to solve all their problems. But you do have a role to play in their journey. It's about enabling them to find their own path, their own passion, their own purpose. If you're a mother, your role is just as vital. You offer a different perspective, a different kind of strength and wisdom. You're not just nurturing their bodies, but their minds, their spirits, their dreams. Your understanding, your empathy, your encouragement can make all the difference. Parents, your role is not to dictate, but to guide and support. Be there for your children, not as an authority figure, but as a friend, a confidant, a mentor. Show them that they're not alone, that they can count on you, that you believe in them. Because your faith in them can help them believe in themselves. The responsibility of a successful career doesn't solely rest on the young adult's shoulders. Let's take a moment to think about the word responsibility. It's a heavy term, isn't it? Often we place the burden of responsibility on the shoulders of those just starting their careers. But let's not forget that responsibility is not a solitary burden. It's a shared endeavor, a dance between the novice and the experienced, the young and the old, the child and the parent. The journey of carving out a career path, of building a future, is not a solo expedition. It's a trek that benefits greatly from the guidance of those who've already navigated the path. Imagine a tightrope walker, balancing precariously with each step. Now, imagine that tightrope walker with a safety net beneath them. That's the role of parents, to be that safety net, offering support and guidance, even as their children teeter on the tightrope of life. In the early years of a career, when the world seems both thrilling and terrifying, the wisdom of parents can be a beacon in the storm. Their experiences, their knowledge, their understanding of the world can offer a guiding light when the path forward seems shrouded in uncertainty. And while it's true that young adults need to forge their own paths, to learn from their own mistakes, they're not expected to do it alone. Parents, even as their children grow older and more independent, have a vital role to play. They're not just spectators in the journey of their children's lives, they're active participants, sharing in the triumphs, the failures, the moments of doubt, and the moments of joy. The responsibility of a successful career, then, is not the sole burden of the young adult. It's a shared responsibility, a delicate balance between independence and guidance, between letting go and holding on. Remember, success is a joint effort, and parental support is a key ingredient. It's time to start a conversation about the role of parents in their children's career decisions. Often, the journey to a successful career can feel like a labyrinth, complete with dead ends, unexpected turns, and the occasional minotaur. It's easy to feel lost and alone while trying to navigate this maze. But here's a thought. What if we didn't have to walk this path alone? When we're standing at the threshold of our careers in our early 20s, we yearn for guidance, for someone to hold our hand, point us in the right direction, help us make sense of the winding path ahead. And who better to offer this guidance than our parents? Now, I'm not saying that parents should dictate your career choices, but they've been through this maze before. They've faced the minotaur, they've navigated the twists and turns, they've got the experience, the wisdom, and most importantly, they've got your best interests at heart. So, let's invite them into this conversation. Let's talk to them about our dreams, our fears, our aspirations, and our doubts. Let's ask them about their experiences, their successes, and their failures. Let's create a safe space where we can discuss, debate, and decide our career paths together. And if you're a parent listening to this, remember your child is not alone on this journey. They need your support, your guidance, and your patience. Don't just stand on the sidelines, get involved. Don't just offer advice, listen. And most importantly, don't pressure them to follow a path that you've chosen for them. Help them discover their own path. To all the young people listening, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to admit that you're lost. And don't be afraid to take your parents' hand when they offer it. Remember, the journey to a successful career is not a sprint, it's a marathon, and marathons are always easier when you have someone cheering you on from the sidelines. Share this video with your parents, your friends' parents, spark a conversation, because the journey to a successful career is not one that should be